share with you healthy plant-based meals that are salt, oil, and sugar-free. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please make sure to put comments in the YouTube channel because I really do enjoy hearing from you guys and answering any questions that you may have. And if you've been enjoying our videos, please give us a thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. Anyway, so today, I don't know about you guys, but with summer being here and having fresh strawberries and mangoes and all that stuff, I love making salsa. So today I'm going to share with you how to make a strawberry avocado salsa with a twist. It's going to have mangoes in it. So sit tight and we're going to get started. So for this recipe, you want to go ahead and prep ahead of time like I've done because it just will make your making your salsa that much quicker and that much easier. So we've got strawberries that have been chopped up and we're going to put that in. And this is going to be a very colorful salsa, and so it's going to be delicious. Then I've gone ahead and chopped up mangoes. Now the mango that I get is the champagne mango, which is kind of different than the big red mangoes that you buy in the store. I actually prefer this one because it's not as stringy and it's a lot easier to cut. And I don't know, the flavor is the same. The flavor is delicious. And if you're going to cut the mango ahead of time, make sure that you add a little bit of fresh lime juice and you toss it in there, because if not, your mango is going to turn dark and you don't want the mangoes to go brown. So just make sure you do that. Now, as you can see, this, my friend, is already getting to be very colorful. Next, we're going to add some chopped red onion in here. Now, I go ahead and chop this pretty fine because I don't want to get a large bite of onion in my salsa. So we're going to add some red onion in here. You're going to want to mix this up really well. Next, we're going to add some jalapeno. Well, you know what? I'm going to add the avocado last because we're going to have to make sure that we get the lime on the avocado because you don't want the avocados to turn black. So go ahead and add your jalapeno peppers, your dried jalapeno pepper in here. If you don't want to use the dried jalapeno pepper, you don't have to use it. You could use fresh. And if you really like it spicy, I'm sure some of you out there are probably saying, oh, she's such a wimp, she only puts a little bit of it in there. But yeah, you're right, I am. But you could put serrano in there. You could put as much jalapeno peppers you want in there to your liking. So this recipe is pretty adaptable. Next, we're going to get some avocados. And we're going to put those in and hopefully, thank God, it turned out good. You know, you never know with avocado. So it's kind of nice when you see them that they're not spotted. And this is the way I like to do it. Just be careful doing this method of cutting it because you don't want to go too deep in there to cut your hand. But for me personally, this is the easiest way and the fastest way for me to do it. And then I just take a spoon and go right in and I get it all out. Now, nothing to me screams summer than avocado, mangoes, and strawberries. And of course, we're going to add cilantro to this because, well, you guys all know how much I love cilantro. But again, for those of you that don't like cilantro and it's too soapy for you, you know what? Add the herb that you like. You want to add parsley? Add parsley. You want to add dill? Add some dill. You want to add some basil? Put in some basil. You want to mix a few of the herbs? Why not? Try it. You know, you never know by experimenting what other flavors you're going to get. And sometimes things that you may think may not go together, they actually turn out to be pretty well. So it's kind of cool. Next, we are going to add our lime. Now, make sure you use the zest. So I'm using a microplane to get the zest, but you guys can use whatever you like. The zest gives it such a nice punch. So make sure you use it. Don't eliminate it. This is one thing you should always do. If you're using lemons or limes, make sure you use the zest. So we've got the avocados in, we've got the lime zest in. Now let's start putting the lime juice in. And make sure when you're doing this, you're getting it on top of the avocados, because the last thing you want is your avocados to be turning black or brown or whatever color they turn. We want to keep this as bright as possible. And really, when you make this, you should eat it that day, because it's going to be the freshest at that point. So this is really good when you're having a barbecue party. You know, you're actually for Cinco de Mayo, I think it's perfect. You know, and I went ahead and I made some corn chips, and there's a video of me making corn chips for you guys, so you can know how to make your own corn chips out of corn tortillas. That really, there's nothing in there but just corn, water. I get it from Trader Joe's. I think it has a little bit of salt in there, but otherwise it's pretty clean. So, you know, if you're making a rice and beans dish, this would be great to go with it. It's just a really refreshing salad. And if you don't want to serve this with chips, then use endive, or use some kind of lettuce and just scoop it up that way, or just eat it plain. You know, we always think that we always have to dip something in something, but you really don't have to. Now let's not forget the mighty cilantro, because that needs to go in, or any kind of green that you may like. Make sure you put it in. All right, guys, our salsa is ready. Take a look at that. Look how beautiful and colorful that is. You could take this to any potluck, any parties, or just enjoy it yourself. Here are the chips that I did make, and I made these in the oven, so let's try it. It's fresh. It's got a lot of lime and zest, and you can really taste the zest in here. And the combination of the strawberry and the mango and the avocado and that little punch of jalapeno. Oh boy, it really comes through, so it's delicious. I hope you've enjoyed watching another episode of Healthy Cooking with Shayda. Remember, guys, it's one bite at a time, one meal at a time, and we will see you soon with our next video. Thank you, guys.